We really got the good, the bad, and the ugly today, man. Fortnite themselves have officially announced that the brand new storm surge that we've seen with net damage equals damage dealt minus damage taken is officially going to be the brand new surge for all of these future tournaments now. We also got our first look at the full Simpsons map getting leaked, and let's just say people are very concerned about it. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we do try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys. If you guys want to support me even more, far and away the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. We shout out 2 people every single video that DM me proof of them using my code. So shout out to these 2 people on the screen right here. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Not trying to waste any time here. Let's start this video off. So yeah, Fortnite did come out and said all BR tournaments will now use a new storm surge calculation of net damage instead of damage dealt, and only damage between 2 players counts toward this. The player caps remain the same as before, and the teams with the lowest net damage will be at risk of getting any damage by storm surge. So this is pretty much the surge that has been tested in yesterday's eval cup, and even if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago eval cup as well. I talked about this in a couple of my videos ago where I was like, I don't know when they're actually going to bring this change back, because they tested it in one singular tournament and then seemed to just almost abandon it. But now it looks like it is here to stay, and let's just say a lot of the pros are not happy about this. Peterbot literally said GG's to comp with the bunny in the clock right here. Reet said so edge map is banned. This is another one of the main things that people are complaining about, is if you're on the edge of the map and zone pulls like completely across the map, or even if it just does what it normally does and pulls more center, you're just going to be getting tagged by these players sitting on a mountain already in a super good position. They're just going to tag you once, box up, not even move. We literally saw Fortnite yesterday get his storm surge tags and then literally start scrolling on TikTok. A lot of people are really not happy about this. I even said myself in yesterday's video that I haven't been the biggest fan of this. I don't think it rewards fighting enough, and I feel like it really does just reward more passive game plan. It does take away surge trading, which if that was their main goal, then I mean mission accomplished probably. But I do think this also just opens up a completely new can of problems. Maybe in the future, and in chapter 7 specifically, if they have some more like mid-game objectives worth fighting over, then this change could end up being good. But I think especially just in the meta that we're in right now, it really isn't the best. I'm curious to what you guys have to say about this though in the comments below. And then we also got another super funny tweet from Fortnite themselves, taking another cheater to court. So I'm gonna read the original tweet here by Sup1x. I think he literally I don't know if he deactivated his account or whatever, but he basically said, quit Fortnite, sold all other socials, thanks to everybody who I met along the way, goodbye, and love you all who supported me in this year. And he said like this whole message right here, and now they even got the context right here, and it says this user was banned from Fortnite from cheating, they didn't quit. So basically this Sup1x guy tried to act like he quit the game and everything, and then Fortnite competitive themselves tweeted out they were cheating in Fortnite tournaments and helping other players cheat. We took legal action and they're banned from Fortnite. So yeah, of course you see like all the pros and everything just absolutely flaming them. Peter said pros gotta deactivate after that. This was one of the W's that Fortnite did take today. But then another one that I'm pretty concerned about is next season, if you guys don't know, is a Simpson season, and the full entire map has just gotten leaked. And I'm gonna pull it up right here if you guys can see it even more. I even said myself, how exactly are 100 people gonna fit on this map? Because this literally does just straight up look like a reload map. It's gonna be the entire Simpsons like map season, everything like that. And if you're telling me that we're gonna have 50 separate duos try to find a drop spot on this map, I literally don't think that's possible. We're gonna have people literally landing on this like single little island. We might have 3 teams fighting for this island right here if this is gonna be the competitive map. We still have zero clue what the tournaments are gonna be, anything like that. We did also get a look at the key art right here, and something that I am excited about is it looks like there is still going to be normal weapons. We have like literally a scar right here. The thunder pump looks like it could be returning. So there definitely is some positives here, but there is a lot of things that I am concerned about. But yeah, of course, let me know what you guys think about everything we just went over. And let's actually move on to how the Div Cup opens went now. But this was actually a pretty fun opens to watch, all things considered. We got to see some brand new duos and even Peterbot play with Josh today as well. And we'll talk about how they did in a little bit. But the duo that is currently in first place after day number 1 is none other than Muzz and Ree on 604 points. They won 1 out of their 10 matches and actually finished with the most elims in all of the opens with 137 total elims. Super happy to see Muzz and Ree doing well again. I know that Muzz was having some like sickness issues over the past couple of days, and that could have led to them having a couple of rough performances, but it looks like they're fully back now and they're on top of the leaderboards. Second place though is the duo that I know all of you guys want to hear about, of Peterbot and Josh on 534 points. They also won 1 out of their 10 matches and got the second most elims in this tournament with 123 total elims. Now I can't lie, Josh has officially got the stamp of approval. His stocks were already getting high, but now they are literally at all-time high levels. We even saw Peter reply to Josh's day 1 opens tweet with "next up, you're him." And for anybody wondering, once again, did Peterbot and Pollo end up splitting up? No, it seems like Peter just wants to play with some different teammates for fun. I don't know if this is like another long-term Peterbot move, if you guys remember a while ago when Peter was playing with all of those different teammates, or if this really is just him playing with some different people for fun. But as of right now, in this very moment, him and Pollo should still be playing next season together. I completely forgot to mention this is the last Div Cup of the season. I was a little bit surprised that Peter and Pollo didn't end up playing this together, but Peter and Josh looked absolutely phenomenal today. They were literally just fully walking through pros today, and I want to show like a minute montage of Peterbot and Josh versus pros today.
Good. Box.
Full box, another one.
I'm coming.
100.
Nice. I'm here.
Oh, the end at all. Wow, they're both weak. It's not. They're so bad.
I know, but I can't really do anything.
That's so unlucky. Oh my god.
At 100. Slashing.
Yeah, 100. There's 2 on.
Dead. It was them.
Third place was actually Adriers and Yamzo on 516. They won 2 out of their 10 matches, got 100 total elims, which was the third most elims of the day. These guys continue to look super good. They were super phenomenal in the Eval Cup yesterday, just weren't able to get a win, and today they're currently in third place after day number 1. I want to believe in this duo, but I need to see them perform highly or even win the last Div Cup of the season. Fourth place is G-Money in Sales on 503. I'm not really sure if G-Money and Rise have officially split up. I don't think they did. I think G-Money is just also playing with Sales for some fun. Fifth place was Creon and Zavi. Sixth place was Jargon King. Seventh place was Evan and Dolger. Eighth place was Ritual and Cold on 439. They won 1 out of their 10 matches, got 86 total elims. Ninth place was who Pollo actually ended up playing with today, and he played with Skittles. They finished with 429 points, won 1 out of their 10 matches, and got 72 total elims. Pollo also played Skittles yesterday in the Eval Cup, so it makes sense why they ended up playing the Div Cup today as well. And then rounding out the top 10 was Ark and Kanata on 428. So we did have some other big names today, of course, currently be on that pace to be able to qualify, like 15th place of Acorn and Bolts on 409, Cooper and Sphinx right under them in 16th, Donnie and Booga in 31st on 358. We got to see this duo in their first ever set lobby finals literally yesterday in the Eval Cup, and I really hope that we get to see them in this Div Cup finals as well. We have Clicks and Higgs in 38th place with 350 points after day number 1. They won 1 out of their 10 matches, 57 total elims. Clicks was actually playing this tournament from like LA or something today, so he was on like 50 or 60 ping. These guys are still though going to need a decent day 2 if they want to be able to qualify for the finals. And then we have Oliver OG in 41st place, and that is about it for all of our big names currently inside of the top 50. So there is a couple of super big name pros just outside of qual right now, like literally 1 spot off of it in 51st 61st place of Rapid and Threats on 333. We have Queasy and Curly in 60th place on 317. And yes, if you guys haven't been paying attention for the past like 2 weeks, Queasy has been in NA and he's been playing with Curly. I really hope that this duo is able to make the finals this week, because last week they were literally only able to play 4 total matches. 61st place was Epicwell and Pump on 315. I also feel like I've been saying this literally the entire season, but I am so tired of seeing Cold and Ritual versus Epicwell and Pump off spawn. I just want Cold and Ritual to be fully uncontested because I want to see what that duo's actual max potential is. We have Bucky in his brand new duo in 131st place of Bucky and Preston. Literally last week's Cash Cup Finals winners in 184th place of Curve and Craze on 212. So these guys are also going to need a pretty big day 2 if they don't want to be the duo that went from winning the Cash Cup Finals to not even qualifying the next week. And then that is really about it for all of our big names. Moving on to the final statistics here now. After day number 1, the highest damage ratio absolutely dominated by Taki with a 3.42. Insane stuff to look at. And then the most damage to players was of course none other than Peterbot with 15,769. Second place was Reet, third place was Cold, and the most elims actually was Reet, also with 74 elims, just barely beating out Peterbot, who finished with 73. Third place was Muzz, fourth place was Cold, fifth was Ager, sixth was Pollo, seventh was Yamzo, eighth place was Josh. So for everybody that was saying like, oh, Peter was just carrying Josh was still top 10 in elims. Ninth place was Ark, and then rounding out the top 10 was Zavi. The most assists was Muzz and Reet back to back, and then here's all of the other statistics as well if you guys care about any of these. We had a lot to talk about in this video, but it is nowhere close to being done because we still got to talk about how all of EU went now. Now in EU today, it was a pretty calm tournament in comparison to what we saw on NA, but the duo that ended up finishing in first place, the only team to get over 600 points in a single day, was none other than Ping and Kiro. They finished with 605 total points, won 1 out of their 10 matches, got 98 total elims. These guys continue to look super good, not just in opens of tournaments, but as you guys know, in finals as well, and I'm super excited to see them in the last Div Cup finals of the season. Second place, speaking of good teams in finals, the duo that just won the Div Cup finals last week of Focus and Thomas HD on 524. They won 1 out of their 9 matches, got 81 total elims, 14.89 average placement. I'm not gonna lie, Focus and Thomas HD continue to impress me basically every single tournament that they play in. This is probably gonna be yet another week where I predict them to finish inside of my top 5. Last week I put them in exactly my 5th place spot, and this week I might have to go even higher for them. Speaking of duos that I'm gonna put in my top 5, third place, another duo that just continues to play so well, of Shark and Teeny on 479. They were the only duo to get over 100 elims today, finishing with 104 elims. This duo has just been so fun to watch ever since they formed together. Both of them just look absolutely primed up right now. Fourth place is Ghost and Hyper, fifth place is Twex, sixth place is Howley, seventh place is Darm and Demus, eighth place is Floki, ninth place is Shriss and Skavi, and then rounding out the top 10 is Wheat and Frizzy on 414 total points. So for some of the other big names that we currently have on pace, 17th place is probably one of the duos that I'm going to be looking out for the most in the Div Cup finals is Vico and Malabuka on 398. They didn't win any games today, but did still finish with 76 total elims. This is one of our brand new official duos, and I'm very excited to see how they're gonna look. We got Comeback and Pix in 24th, Seti and Yapko in 26th. Chap and Flixie, of course, currently on pace to qualify in 37th place. 345 points, no game wins, but 71 total elims still. This duo has kind of had a rough last 2 Div Cup finals, finishing in 12th place and 8th place in the finals. And for a duo that we all know can win finals week in and week out, I want to see something big for them in the last tournament of the season. But then honestly, that is about it for all of our big names currently that are on pace to be able to make it into finals. We have a bunch of big names that are not on pace right now, like 57th place of Acorn and Peterbot on 327. They ended up winning 2 out of their 9 matches, got 29 total elims. I'm not gonna lie, these guys look super good today. They could have even been higher than this, but they had to take a 45-minute break because Acorn's internet actually wasn't working, and so this duo could literally be on qual pace right now after day 1 of EU opens. I also won't lie to you guys, I'm starting to like the Acorn and Peter duo more and more each and every single day.
Follow me first, follow me. Bang. Yes, all the way to my marker.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
What?
Peter?
Peter?
Literally dead side, 5-5 everything. I know.
What? Bro, you see right
Acorn's still fucking bragging about his rotate, bro.
We got lobbied.
Acorn's too busy fucking bragging about his rotate while Pete's just fighting for his life on backside.
We have Vidil and Rezon in 60th place. These guys seem to be able to consistently qualify for finals. Not really too worried about them. I'm glad to see that they're back and playing together. If you guys watched yesterday's Eval Cup, you know that they actually switched teammates with Chap and Flixie for the day. Swizzy and Vanya are in 66th place on 320 points. Also really hoping that this duo is able to make it to the finals because they have been a little bit quiet this season and I've kind of believed in them the entire time. So I'm really rooting for these guys to hopefully do good.
Я прошел. Бля, я не знаю, люди просто проходят через стенку. Азат го, блять. У человека 60 пинг, нахуй.
Trulex and Chicho are in 86th. Sky and Scroll, their first tournament back together, in 92nd place. Merstash and Tayson are actually still playing together and they finished in 103rd. Didn't win any games today, only got 31 total elims in the opens, but did get 295 points. I hope that this duo is able to make it to the finals because I want to see an entire 6 out of 6 games from Merstash and Tayson at hopefully a fully uncontested POI. But to be honest, I'm even surprised that they're still playing together. At the beginning of the season, I had such high hopes for them though, so maybe they'll be able to meet those in the set lobby finals if they're able to qualify for it. Two more players that have kind of just been underdoing my expectations for them this season is 107th place of iDrop and Marius. Both of these guys had insane globals performances, but since duos have come back, haven't really done all that much. In 176th place, we have Walks and Pixie on 242. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not gonna count out this duo after what we saw them do last week. Literally going from the bottom of the leaderboard to top 50. I'm not gonna write these guys off yet because they showed that they can literally make something out of nothing. And then unfortunately we also do have 131st place of Mongrel and Mixon on 274. They were able to win 1 out of their 10 matches today. They started off this tournament pretty strong, but then literally in their last 6 games they didn't get a single game inside of the top 15. I mean, this duo started off so hot, man, literally in their first ever tournament together, being able to qualify for the finals, but since then I don't think they've been able to qualify for a single stat lobby finals. Really hoping for a big day 2 comeback for this duo, and I definitely do believe that it is possible. It's just been a little bit of a rough stretch recently. And then we also have Moneymaker and Finillion in 253rd place, and also 381st place, a potential brand new duo of Pablo and Panzer on 154. These guys majorly struggled after day number 1. Pablo also has been having a pretty rough duo so far. We know him and Ferdoxy are currently taking a break and potentially splitting up with each other, but this was definitely not the start that Pablo and Panzer wanted in the Div Cups. But then that was about it for all of our big names on EU today. And no, for everybody that has still been asking me, Mr. Savage is still not playing yet. Now for the final statistics here now, the highest damage ratio was actually Tayson with a 2.35. Really hope that this duo is able to make it to the finals because super good tournament performance out of Tayson, especially with the brand new Surge. The damage ratio king though is also tied for the most damage, of course. So this new Surge, Thomas HD, still looking super good. The most damage to players was Kiro with 11,769. Really interesting to look at these leaderboard now because we also have like Chap in second, Focus in third, and the most elims is Kiro with 49, Teeny in second, Thomas in third, Shark in fourth, Chap in fifth, Ping in sixth, Focus in seventh, Rezon in eighth, Marius in ninth, and then Ghost in 10th. A lot of the normal people that we have in these elim leaderboards, but still a couple of different names up here now just because of the Storm Surge changes that we have. The most assists was Thomas HD, and then here's all the other statistics as well if you guys care about any of these. Remember though, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys, and we are less than 100 subs away from 117,000 subscribers. If you guys want to support me even more, do what it says down below me right here. Please use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. YouTube says there's one of these videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.